so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. Today's video is going to be a fall recommendations. I will be recommending 5 books to you that I have either recently read or have previously read but haven't actually mentioned yet. And I do love all of the books I'm going to share with you. 3 of them are very recent, like aka the last couple of weeks I read them, and 2 of them are from earlier on, aka end of last year, beginning of this year. So let's just get into it. The first one I'm going to talk about is a sequel to one that I mentioned last year in my fall Halloween recommendations, and that is Haunting the Deep by Adriana Mather. This does follow Samantha Mather, but instead of following like How to Hang a Witch, her first moving to Salem and all of that other stuff, you see her tackling another mystery, and this one has to do with the Titanic. I think Adriana Mather has great writing, and she just throws you into it. But it's really interesting. It's creepy. It's beautiful. It's sad. I love it. Do I love it more than the first book? No. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just, it sucks you in and you can't stop reading. The second book I'm going to mention is 13 Minutes by Sarah Penber. Yes, Sarah Penber. This is following a girl who falls into a river. No one knows how she fell into the river, but she is dead for 13 minutes. She's survived, she's alive now, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. Really, it's this other girl who's trying to figure out what's going on. It's really interesting. I really loved it. I highly recommend it. It's definitely a good mystery thriller. You're not really expecting what's going to happen. Sarah does a very good job of keeping you guessing, keeping you engaged, so there's not really any like boring parts that you're just kind of like, let me just hurry up and pass through it. But I loved it. It's not necessarily original, but the way she told the story was original. It's good. I love it. I recommend it. Pippa by Melinda Schlegel. This was sent to me, but I loved it so much. Okay, so this is following a girl named Pippa Jones who lives in Pepper Rock. I don't know what Pepper Rock exactly is. Missouri? Something like that? I don't know. I could be mixing up stories here. But it's about Pippa and her mom and her dad, and the town talks about this family. They kind of live, from what I gathered, on this street where a lot of people just are not that they're not all there, but each of these families have like little issues. But of course we're focusing on Pippa and her family and her issues. And it does start with her being 8 years old. Yes, she's 8 years old when you start reading it, and as you keep going you see her getting older. There's time gaps, but like I like the jumps in them. But you see her family and you see her interactions, you see her thought process, and I really enjoyed it. It's just like one of those, like, again, you're peeping into someone's life. You're seeing this girl grow up and become someone different and learning, and you see a lot of things that are absolutely heartbreaking. And it's really good though. I really recommend it. It's very eerie. I listened to this and the next book I'm going to mention. I listened to the Hereditary soundtrack for the score for both of them, and it was just like a great background noise. So I do recommend this. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This is not a review, but I'm just letting you know this is perfect for this time of year. Oh, I'm so thankful, but please go look it up. I will make sure to have this and the next one, the links below, because you're going to need them. The next one I have here is House of Falling Embers by Crystal Jane Ruin. And I will actually go ahead and just talk about this one, No Rest for the Wicked. Both of these books, because they're the same author, it counts as one. But specifically, House of Falling Embers is a retelling. And, I don't remember, is it Hansel and Gretel or something like that? But there is a witch. She was a good witch. And, you know, the town drove her out, and she's out in the woods. It's a story that Artemis's grandfather told her, and she tells her best friend, and the two of them go into the woods. Only Artemis comes out. First off, I love her name. Hello, Ready Player One. But it was good. It was creepy. Crystal has beautiful writing. You kind of expect what's going to happen, but at the same time, you're not exactly sure. It can go a bunch of different ways, and then when you see what happens, you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. And I loved it. I love how she just definitely has a way with words. She sucks you in and you keep reading. And the same actually goes for No Rest for the Wicked. It's about a girl named Tatum who got out of a psychiatric hospital. She lives with her aunt, and she sneaks away to the underground to sell potions and spells and stuff. And she kind of gets mixed up in some mess because of that. But it's, her characters are very good. One thing that I just love them. I love them. I die for them. She's a great writer. I could not recommend her enough. She's amazing. Amazing. Again, the last two links for Melinda Schlegel and Crystal Jane Ruin will be down below because y'all are going to need them. I seriously recommend them, especially if you like paranormal. Crystal Jane's your girl. Okay? And the last book I'm going to recommend, I know, again, the name of the book, but I can't remember the author's name, is Blood Highway by Gina Woolsdorf. I did just do a review a couple weeks ago. This is about a girl who lives up in a really messed up house. Her mother ignores her and things happen. She ends up being on the run, and her, I don't even want to say, but her father takes her, and she's kind of going on this like cross-country trip, but it's creepy, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's sad, and it's a good mystery for this time of year. I, again, highly recommend it. Like, I really loved that book. It was super awesome. And I don't just love reading paranormal. I'm definitely a big fan of like mysteries and thrillers for this time of year. I will be doing a video about the books I'm excited to read this fall. I do need to buy one of them. There might be another one. No, there's definitely two I'm going to buy, but I'll talk about that in another video. So could you guys comment down below? Let me know. Have you read these books? Are you excited about any of these books? Have you heard about any of these books? I'm sure a couple of them you've heard about. Also, what books do you like to read during the fall? Like some people like me, I am all about mystery, thrillers, paranormal, because like I think Halloween or scary books, horror books. I don't read a lot of horror though. I need to get more into it. I think my horror is limited to just Daniel Vega. But give me some recommendations down below because I'm always looking for them, but I like mystery thrillers and all that stuff. I do also like science fiction dystopians all year long, and this time of year is another time when I'm just like, I want to read all of that. I have a couple of reviews I need to do. I'm kind of behind, and that's totally okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and do some of them today. I make no promises, actually. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you in my next video, and goodbye.